What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Book Nerd, where we talk all things major movie television news. I'm your host on the channel, and Grant Sullivan, and today's going to be sort of a different video for you guys. Again, as you guys know, I missed a couple of weeks because I was out sick, and then I had a lot of things going on that second week. So, before we go into any more Marvel news, like I said yesterday in the Deadpool 3 video, if you missed it, go back and watch it because we have a release date update again today that we'll talk about coming up to the channel to probably tonight or later tomorrow or morning. So, what we're going to do is recap all of the news that headlined in the MCU. We have some stuff from Loki 1 and 2, spoiler talk, to the actors' strike, to Spider-Man Freshman Year, to Daredevil Born Again. I know I did a couple videos regarding those when I was a little bit better, but we're going to talk about them in depth. And then anything from Avengers Secret Wars and obviously Vision Quest. So, without further ado, there's a lot of headlines to go over today. But first, we do have an update on the actors' strike. And that update is that the actors' strike is currently going to be on hold, and that the actors' strike is probably going to be wrapping up here shortly within the next few weeks, is what I'm being heard. And I think it's going to wrap up middle of November, so maybe in about a month or two is hopefully the earliest we can start with this, and hopefully everyone can go back to work. As we know, that Scarlett Johansson, George Clooney, and a couple other members of the SAG-AFTRA have proposed a $150 million deal for 3 years. So hopefully that happens, and hopefully the actors can go back to work knowing that they got a full paycheck. So without further ado, Spider-Man Freshman Year, let's hop into it. Gets a new release date, and now if you want to go check that out, I believe it's going to be premiering early in 2025 if I'm not mistaken. So that video is on the channel, so go watch that video if you want some more in-depth regarding episode 1 and all the characters that are going to be appearing in that show as well. Spider-Man Freshman Year got a new release date. Now, what else got a new release date was Daredevil Born Again, and Daredevil Born Again is set to release to us in February of 2025, is what Marvel filed for the legal rights to Daredevil Born Again. So, we have an update on that, and we also have another update regarding Daredevil Born Again, as Daredevil Born Again has fired its entire writing team, and it is getting a whole new writing crew. Now, originally, I was planning to make a video on this, but I didn't, so we'll hit on it right here and right now before we move on to the next topic. So, Daredevil Born Again, as you guys know, had to undergo a lot of different a lot of different script writing errors and stuff like that because there wasn't really a whole legal team that knew law like that. We saw this with She-Hulk as well, and Marvel wants Daredevil Born Again to be one of the top shows on Disney Plus. As we know, it's going to be 18 episodes long, the longest in MCU history. But besides the point, we also know that Daredevil Born Again is going to be a legal show. So, Marvel wants legal writers in this room. We saw that again with She-Hulk, how that messed up the project so bad. So, if Marvel gets the right writers for Daredevil Born Again, then hopefully Marvel Studios can make this project really, really good. Again, it's an 18-episode series, and we've been hearing rumors that they are going to be splitting this into 2 seasons, 9 episodes apiece. But who knows for now? Again, Marvel and Daredevil Born Again's writers have officially been fired, and they're about to get a whole new writing crew for them to write the script, and we've been hearing that the script is farther along. So, moving on to the next topic of discussion, that is the MCU going to be rebooting after Avengers Secret Wars? We did a completely video a couple days ago on the channel, so go check that one out as well. We talk about this MCU being rebooted after Secret Wars, what that means for the future, and how that affects it right now especially. So, yes, the MCU is going to be rebooting after Avengers Secret Wars. That's what we've been hearing, especially we've heard it in the book, The Reign of the MCU, that was written by Joanna somebody. So, hopefully the MCU can get it right with the X-Men saga and stuff like that. That was just a worthy headline of going over. That I picked up a couple days ago on this review as well. So, moving on though, some new news, I guess you would say. We haven't really talked about this at all on the channel, and that is that Blade is hiring new writers for the project. We know, again, Blade's gone through a lot of script rewrites and a lot of script writers and directors for this project. Marvel wants to get this project on point as well. Again, Mahershala Ali is set to star in this movie. Marvel wants to get this right so the fans can be satisfied with this Blade project that's supposed to be really, really good. This was announced all the way back in 2019. So Marvel has been undergoing a lot of changes, and they were supposed to start filming this year, and they delayed it before the actor strike even started. So Marvel Studios and Blade want to get this project right. They want to get Blade right so the fans can enjoy a good Blade movie, and that hopefully it connects to the MCU in some point. We know that he's got to appear in Avengers Secret Wars, so hopefully that happens and Blade can get back on track and get started as well. Again, same deal with Daredevil Born Again with the writers. They want to hire the right writers for these projects. Now, another piece of information that I did not talk about last week or a couple weeks ago as well is that Vision Quest, the series Vision Quest that we have all been hearing rumors about, we've reported on here a couple of times, that show is being canceled, and it is reportedly going to be turned into a Young Avengers Disney Plus show project. So what that means, again, we've been hearing that Marvel wants to have their own Young Avengers team, so hopefully they go on to the new MCU, I guess you would say, Earth 616 or 1999, whatever they want to call it, after the reboot of Avengers Secret Wars. I believe that's what they're leading up to, is this team going into the next phase of the MCU. With that being said, Vision Quest has hopefully been canceled, and that not just that, hopefully, but they're going to make this into a Young Avengers Disney Plus series. That's a lot better, in my opinion, than a Vision Quest project, because, again, it focuses on these characters and character development that we need, so when the movies come out, we can obviously allegedly root for them as well. Now, couple other details before I want to get into spoiler talks for Loki 1 in episode 1 and 2 and episode 3, a preview and predictions for my episodes as well. Now, World War Hulk, it looks like we are going to be getting a World War Hulk storyline, but that is going to be hopefully delayed, is the case. I believe Marvel Studios is going to delay this World War Hulk project. Hopefully it still comes out before Secret Wars, but it's looking more and more likely that World War Hulk isn't going to be getting made, especially with just the time that they have before Avengers Secret Wars as well. So there's that right there. Now, the big and final moment that the big and final MCU headline that I want to go over before we get into Loki episode 1, and I'm going to have to wrap up this video very shortly. The Fantastic Four team has reportedly been cast as well. So Adam Driver is going to be Reed Richards. Vanessa Kirby is going to be Sue Storm. We don't know who is going to be Johnny Storm and the Thing. We just know those are the two main cast members of the Fantastic Four. So I'm hoping that Marvel Studios has their idea of who they want for the Fantastic Four cast to be. Again, we did a video on this a couple weeks ago as well, talking about when the Fantastic Four is going to be announced, the cast, and allegedly they're going to announce the cast sometime after the actor strike is over. So that's a very good update for that. Really quickly, though, I want to give my thoughts on Loki episode 1 and 2, and it is a freaking banger. Loki episodes 1 and 2, I haven't really gone into any detail, so we may make or may not make another video for that show, but it's a lot of fun to watch these characters. I enjoy watching Loki episode 1 and 2. It brings you back to the good Marvel days where we had stuff like that. So what I'm hoping is episode 3 is going to be the Jonathan Majors episode that we've been hearing rumors of for the past few weeks. And I think tonight's episode is going to be leading into the Jonathan Majors episode. Hopefully he appears in a lot of this and Marvel Studios can keep him as Kang the Conqueror. But I love Loki Season 2. I cannot say enough good things about it, from the cast to the CGI. It looks very, very fantastic as well. Great performances all around from the cast and crew of this show. Really just giving props to this. Spoiler really not needed if you guys haven't watched it. So go watch Loki Season 2 and Season 1 for that matter if you haven't already. Anyway, I just wanted to recap all of the news that has been happening around the MCU before we jump back into the headlines as well. I just wanted to recap the news that I have missed over these past couple of weeks with you guys. Let me know what I missed, though, in the comments down below. Give your thoughts on Loki Season 2, or Loki Season 2 so far in the comments, and your predictions for episode 3, what you think is going to go down in episode 3 tonight. So give me all of that. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to hop off once again so you guys can watch this as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.